Peace, my people. This is Sister Flame, and I'm back with another piece of research. And this piece of research is titled Time Crystal Invisible Mind Connection. Now, check this out. Rupus nigra L Altissimum equals the high black cliffs. Rupus nigra equals the North Pole. The North Pole equals the center of the earth. Now, wherever there are dams, waterfalls, power grids, rivers, lakes, streams, those are all places where energy flows, and that is where you can also plug into natural free energy. I know I'm on this free energy kick, but free energy is a key. It is one of the major keys that will free your mind. Every cell has its own brain. So every cell in your entire body has its own brain. So that's 1 trillion brains in one body. Wow. Everything has an electromagnetic field. Okay? The sun is made up of hydrogen and helium, which creates plasma. The moon is plasma, ether. The stars are plasma, and they sit in the ether. The air is plasma, and plasma is the 4th state of matter. There are 22 states of matter, starting with solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and that's where most of these humans, we humans on this planet, stop at is plasma. But why do we stop there? There's so many other states of matter. You have one that's called EXCTONIUM. You have another one that's called electron degenerate matter, neutron degenerate matter, strange matter, photonic matter, quantum spin matter, Bose-Einstein condensate matter, fermionic matter, superconductivity matter, superfluid matter, quantum spin liquid matter, string net liquid matter, droplet tin matter, time crystal matter, Rydberg polarons matter, quark gluons matter, plasma, Rydberg matter. Now, I am choosing one matter out of here to expound upon, and that matter that I'm choosing is time crystal. Okay? Because the pineal gland in the middle of your forehead is a tiny crystal. Straight up. So that is why I'm choosing the time crystal. Okay. Time crystals are a bizarre state of matter that is non-equilibrium with an atomic structure that repeats not just in space but in time, allowing them to maintain constant oscillation without energy. To become a time crystal, the spin flipping pattern in the system repeated only half as fast as the laser pulses. Now, time crystals began in 2012 with the Nobel Prize winner Frank Wilczek, okay, from MIT. And in 2016, new research showed that time crystals could still exist in theory, but only if there was some external driving force. Now, in 2018, two physicists, his name is Raditya, last name Wedabumantara, Raditya Wedabumantara, and the next scientist was, the first name is Jiangbin, last name Gong. Now, at the National University of Singapore have taken some of the first steps towards showing exactly how that might be done. By bridging two different modes of time crystals, it is possible to generate the states that are necessary to perform universal quantum computation. Braid refers to exchanging the location of two particles. Braiding method consists of four-step process that involves slowly tuning the parameters of the system that generates the time crystals. In each step, 0 and pi modes are shifted. Some that at the end of the entry's process, the sequence of transformations result in one complete braiding operation that resets the system to its initial configuration, also generating magic states. And right now, planet Earth is going through a reset period. Okay? To obtain more qubits for encoding and saving in the hardware. Basically, what I'm understanding from this piece of research is that they are trying to create a world of non-equilibrium. That makes no sense. Mayat is balanced, Trinity is balanced, left, center, right, that is balanced. How are you going to have one without the other? Left with no right, top without a bottom? It just does not make sense, my people. Time crystals, period, have a repeating pattern that resonates with the earth. Crystals resonate with the earth, the patterns of the earth. It's a resonating sound, a resonating frequency, okay, with the earth. Non-equilibrium does not resonate with natural laws of the earth. Okay, so once again, the government system is truly trying to fuck shit up and fuck the earth up and the people along with it, because they know their time and their power is up and they need to get the fuck out of office. Straight up. So they have to create another non-equilibrium within the time matrix that we're in right now. Let's move on. Okay. The only sense that I can make from the time crystal theory is that the heart is the driving force that has its own brain. The heart of the earth is connected to the human's heart, and the human's heart is connected to the earth, and the earth is connected to a higher heart beyond the rings of the planet. Okay, so they are trying to just fuck up the whole ecosystem, and they've already, began that with messing up the ecosystem, which is their theory of a time crystal. Okay, the crystal of the planet. Okay, there are crystals all under this planet, like diamonds are under this planet. Now, the time crystal theory is that the heart is the driving force and that it has its own brain. Okay? Yes, the physical body can be in one place which has its own brain, and the body's astral body can be in the second place. To me, this represents two places at one time without using energy with an external driving force. Okay, I'm trying to make sense of the time crystal, okay, because it's deep. Okay, now this is getting into the part of the invisible mind connection of the time crystal. Ether is plasma, air, plasma, water, liquid, fire, nitrogen, earth, solid. Okay? And this is all dealing with the time crystal. North Pole equals Rupus Nigra equals center equals core of the earth. Brain equals the pineal gland along with the pituitary gland equals center equals core of the human brain. Okay, so you see how the North Pole is connected to the brain of the human, and how if a North Pole, you know, if they're trying to destroy the North Pole, they're going to destroy their own self. And the earth, I believe, will not let these evil geniuses mess up our life or an ecosystem. The earth won't even let. If the earth feels that she's being harmed, she's going to fight back in a whole nother way. So, you know, what I'm saying is that what all ties this together is the invisible mind connection. And this mind connection takes place on a sub-zero electromagnetic state of 22 states of matter. Okay, because 22 states of matter is connected to a time crystal where they're trying to move time, where they're trying to be in two places at one time without using energy. And that's basically what this time crystal is trying to, what they're trying to do. And they're probably doing this at CERN also. Now, the 22 states of matter, and we only use the first 5 elements, you know, ether, air, fire, water, earth. Humans were birthed from the center of the earth, which is ground zero. And this is also a kindergarten level that we're all here to learn from and how to be human. Okay? And some of these people are just not acting, they're acting very inhumane, which means that that karma is very real, my people. Karma ties in with the invisible mind connection, because some people think that they will not have to pay for what they are doing to the earth and the people on this planet. And if you do not learn your lessons on ground zero earth, then you will have to constantly repeat the time crystal. Remember, the time crystal is a state of repeat. I'm tying the time crystal into the invisible mind connection and karma, because a lot of things in our actions that we do are coming from the invisible mind connection, because we don't know the laws of karma. And I'm gonna get into the laws of karma on another video, so y'all gonna have to check that out. Now, we need to learn our lessons on ground zero, which is the earth. And if you don't learn these lessons, you will constantly repeat your mistakes over and over until you get it right. So the time crystal theory would apply in reference to the world of karma, because the time crystal theory is a constant cycle of repetition And the law of karma is the cycle of repetition. So you see how it all combines and goes together and fits and connects? Because you really got to connect everything together to know where you're going and how to navigate this place. Okay, which represents the states of non-equilibrium. So you see, non-equilibrium also fits in with this time crystal theory and the law of karma. Because you see, the law of karma, you repeat things over and over until you learn it. And the time crystal theory that they're trying to create non-equilibrium, and they've done that, because non-equilibrium, you can see it in people's actions. I mean, the way we act towards each other is just non-equilibrium. Okay? Now, until you get it right, there will be non-equilibrium, and there are consequences for non-equilibrium and misusing the crystal. Now, therefore, if a government system can remove natural law and recreate its own new synthetic law, then non-equilibrium can exist. Uneven, imperfect, not balanced can exist. And you are seeing that right now. It's unbalanced and it is existing, my people. That is the male energy removing the female energy from the equation of natural life and natural law. That is insanity. And the Roman Greco educational rule, which is unbalanced and makes no sense. Everything was created in balance and with balance and in my art. So, my people, we must wake up for real. I mean, women, we must wake up and we must start taking back the planet, because this is insanity.